Today we're going to practice Yin Yoga together. Yin Yoga for the metal element, so working the lung and the large intestine meridian. Today's practice we're really focusing on creating space for letting go. The metal element is what governs our ability to take in life, to absorb what is good for us and to let go of the rest, and so making space for the new. The lungs, as you know by now, are what support our capacity for transitioning and surrendering to transformation. So when you're ready, let's get to the mat. You're going to need one block for today's practice. And then let's just find a comfortable seat, whatever feels comfortable for you. Give yourself a few moments just to arrive. If you take a couple of nice big breaths, get yourself comfortable in a position that feels good for you. It's not always easy to know what feels right in the moment, especially as we're starting, but when you feel like you know how you want to sit, just commit to that pose for a few breaths. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, bow your head to your heart. Okay, so today we're going to work on the lung and the large intestine meridian. So if you place one hand on each, you might want to place your left hand on your lung and your right hand on your large intestine, as it's corresponding to the yin and the yang organs in your body. And just see if you tune into these organs and the amazing work that they're doing all the time. And then see, when you're ready, we're going to just draw these meridians. We're going to start drawing the lung meridian, which starts on your thumb and goes up towards your chest, towards your clavicle. So see again, if you start on the top of your thumb, go on the inside along your arm and up to your clavicle. So we can do that 5 times. And just see if you notice any feeling in the meridian, if you can feel the energy flowing in any way, if you can tune into this channel of energy in your body. And once we've done this 5 times, we're going to move to the other side and we're going to draw the meridian of the large intestine. The large intestine meridian starts on the top side of your index finger, goes along the top of your hand, around the back of your arm, and then over the top of your shoulder, to the back of your shoulder, up along the side of your face, and to the opposite side of the nostril. So to the opposite side of the other side's nostril. To the other side of the... It's much easier to do it than to explain it, but if you just follow along with the video and do this again 5 times, so we're just connecting to the meridian of the large intestine, which is really this filtering system, the last instance of when we know when it's really time to let something go before we release it completely. And then see if you take a little moment to adjust yourself again so that you're sitting comfortably. I'm going to sit on a block. If you want to do that too, you're very welcome. I'm going to show you as well how to sit on the block. So we're not sitting on the block like we're sitting on the sofa. We don't want to get a rounded back and kind of collapse our diaphragm. We actually want to use the block like a little heel for our butt, so a little butt heel to kind of give that little bit of a lift and to help turn the hips forward so that we can breathe more freely and more openly when we're sitting. So we're sitting upright and supported on our little block butt heel. And we're now going to move into a moving hands meditation. Your hands to your knees, and then start with your right hand. Bring your right hand up to your shoulder and then place it on your large intestine. Bring your left hand up to your shoulder and then over your right hand. Bring your right hand to your heart or your throat and release it out to the side. Place the outer edge of your hand on your thigh and then put your palm facing down, and then follow with your left hand. So we're going one hand at a time. So bringing the hand up to the shoulder, letting it rest on the lower belly, bringing the energy up to the throat, opening it up to the side, hand comes down on your pinky finger, and then palm flat down. And this is a meditation that we do with both our eyes and our ears open, so that we really allow ourselves to receive in what's around us. This is not the kind of meditation where we shut down and close. This is a meditation where we are aware of what's around us. We're aware of what's inside of us as well. And we're going to do this for a little while, so just find your flow. Allow yourself that little time to just be and connect. Last round of the moving hands meditation. So start to find your center. This will be the last round, and then the next time when you end up with both your hands on your lower belly, I want you to just keep them there for a little moment. Take a few breaths and really tune in again to your ability to release and let go that which is not for you. And see if you bring your hands to your heart and connect to your lung, and connecting with the energy of the Po, that spirit that lives inside of you. And see if you bring both your index fingers and press on the outer edges of your nostrils, just to give yourself a little reminder of the sense of smell and the ability to breathe deep. And see if you were sitting on a block, come off the block, and maybe if you had one leg in front of the other, just change them around so that we sit balanced and evenly throughout. And we're just going to do a few deep massaging movements around the inner organs. So just allow yourself to rotate your belly and your pelvis, maybe even your buttocks, get a nice massage on the floor, and go very slowly and go with your breath, and allow yourself to just feel the energy deep inside your body, and how this ability to digest is really key to the metal element. And see if you move forward and back a few times, so bringing your stomach in as you exhale, pushing your heart and your belly forward as you inhale, and give yourself a few more of these as well, just really feeling into that inner massage. We're massaging the large intestine, any of that shit that gets stuck in there doesn't have a chance now. We're going to do a few more circles. This time we're going to move to the other direction. So whenever you're ready, just take it slow and easy. You might want to relax your neck and let your head kind of bob along with you. Just give yourself that moment of slow and easy breath. See if you come back to the center, bring your right hand to your left knee, take your left hand behind you, press down as you lift your head up and twist around, again massaging the inner body. And then see if you turn to the other side. Same, press down to lift up, twist from your inner body, and then slowly from here we're gonna sit down on our bum with our legs in front. Feet want to be firmly planted on the floor. Hold on to the back of your thighs, and we're just going to do a few rolls just to stretch out the lower back, so the back side of the body. When you exhale, bring your chin to your chest. When you inhale, lift your heart towards your knees, and we'll do 3 or 4 more of these. And now as you come up, see if you bring your hands behind you, your fingers are going to point backwards, and you're going to just squeeze your shoulder blades together and open up again. We're working on these 2 meridians. It's a lot of focus on the arms and the shoulders and even the hands today. We're working on the wrists here. Just feel into it. And then see if you turn your fingers so that your fingers are pointing towards you. And then again, squeezing your shoulder blades together a little bit, working these meridians all the way into the fingertips. And from here now, we're going to lay down on our sides. I don't mind which side you do first. When you lay down, this is when you're going to need your block. You're going to put your block under your head so that you protect your neck. And then see if you find yourself quite comfortable on the side. Let your upper arm rest on your thigh. If you feel like your block is too low, like I was just checking out here if it should be on the higher side, but that's too high, maybe a pillow would be better. We're going to breathe and open the arm up over the head, and then as you exhale, you're going to bring your hand down to your thigh. You can turn your hands so that your palm faces down, both at the top and at the bottom of the movement. Just really feel that you're moving into your shoulder, you're moving this entire meridian now, and as you move your hand around, you're engaging both the lung and the large intestine meridian. So again, this getting in the spirit of letting go and clearing. Okay, we're going to change the direction. You're going to bring your bottom hand palm facing up, and you're going to take your top hand and place it on top of it. And then as you inhale, you're going to open your arm behind you. Maybe you can touch the floor. I can't in the beginning. I need a few rounds of these. But each time, see if you can go a little bit further. Don't move any other part of your body. Just only open through the shoulder. So again, take these breaths nice and slow. Try to breathe all the way back. And then exhale, palm to palm. Breaths now. When you bring your palm on top of the other palm, see if you slide your top palm all the way down until your wrist gets to the fingers of the bottom hand. So you kind of exhale a little bit extra and open a little bit extra in that upper part of your back. See if you do this the last few times here. Coming up to the last one. This time you're going to keep your hand all the way behind you. See if you bring your knees a little bit higher, and you can use your bottom arm to hold your knees together. Try to keep knee on top of knee, foot on top of foot. And then turn your head and look at your hand behind you, and stay here and breathe and allow the breath to do the work for you. Just tuning into how you're feeling and what's going on inside of you. And we're going to start to come out of it, and as you come out, see if you turn your head so that your head faces in the same direction as your knees, and then give yourself a really big circle movement with your top arm. Go all the way around. Once you reach your arm all the way to the front, see if you bring it back, so change the direction and do a big circle going all the way around the other way. Beautiful. So hopefully you can feel some magic in that shoulder now. We're going to move over and lay down on the other side. Same thing here. You might want to have a block or a pillow as a little head support so that your neck doesn't hang too whack. And then see if you start with your upper hand on your hip, on your thigh, and then as you inhale, reach your arm up and over your head. As you exhale, bring it down to your hip. Move our hand the other direction, so this time bring your hand over and place it palm to palm. And then as you inhale, open your hand behind you, see if you can reach the floor. You might just want to notice with yourself now the difference between this shoulder and the other shoulder. Which shoulder is more open, which shoulder is more strong. It's normally the way, right? The one that's more tight tends to be the stronger one. And then coming in for the last few, and this time when you exhale, bring your palm to palm, and then push your palm all the way until your wrist touches the fingertips of the bottom hand, and do that these last few times as you really open up the upper back. Pretty good. This is the last time, so As you bring your arm behind you, see if you turn your head and look over to the back side. Bring your knees a little bit closer. Maybe put your bottom hand on the top knee. And just give yourself a moment to let your body do what it needs to do to open up and release in the upper back and the lower back and in the area around your large intestine. And slowly coming back, taking your time. When you're ready, turn your head and then give yourself a really big swoop with the arm going all the way around, big circle. When your arm reaches the front, see if you change the direction and go one big circle the opposite direction. Beautiful. From here, take your time, take it slowly, ease yourself off the floor and come over to all fours. We're going to do a couple of cat to cow just to move the back into position. When we've been doing these twists, we can end up a little bit crooked, right? So we just want to put the spine back in the center. So knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. When you exhale, try to put your chin inside your belly button. When you inhale, try to put your nose on the ceiling and your belly button on the mat. So really move through and just feel all the little vertebrae. You have 33 of them in your spine. See if you can feel that your spine is less of a stick and more of separate little pieces that are held together. Let's do a few more of these. Okay, now I want you to take one leg and step it forward, sort of in line with your hand. You want to keep your foot sort of where the opposite hand was, and then take the hand that's on the same side as your leg and reach it up towards the ceiling. So you're making a big T with your shoulders, and then this kind of bottom I didn't want to say swastika, but that's the only thing that it is really, and it is called swastika legs in the yoga dictionary, so we'll just go with that. So see if you now come over and you want to put your opposite elbow on that bent thigh. If you can bring your palms together, try to hold your thumbs on your sternum. This is a big twist, you don't have to do it like that. If it feels good, it feels good. If it feels too much, and please tone it down, go back a little step. You can very well get all the benefits without injuring yourself, trust me. And if you want to, you can always come back and do this practice again, right? This is not me freezing the video, by the way. This is how still I really am when I'm practicing yin. So, you see, it's like a statue. Alright, time to come out. See if you take a couple of big, slow breaths. And then start to ease yourself maybe a little bit further in. Maybe you're still holding with your arm around your thigh, wherever you are, just slowly start to come out now. Okay, step back with your foot and then step the other leg forward, and we're going to go straight into the twist this time. So come up on your hands and on your knee, and then see if you let yourself twist over. So first you can try just putting your opposite elbow on your thigh. If it feels okay here, then bring your palms together and twist a little bit deeper. Remember to breathe, especially good to breathe into the lower belly and really help the large intestine with that extra bit of massage. So use your breath, smart breathing. And one of the things we say in Yin Yoga all the time is that where attention goes, energy flows. So really focus on your large intestine and give it that support here in this moment. When you feel ready, you can start to come out of it slowly. You might want to go a little bit further first, or you might want to just come out. And see if you bring your hand down, the opposite hand to the foot that's in front. Open the other arm straight up towards the ceiling and open your arms like a T. Lower legs are in the swastika shape. Just take a few breaths, really feeling into these meridians. And then slowly bring your hands down to the mat, step your leg back. And we're about to move into child's pose. Some people might want to do it with your knees together. Some people might want to do it with your knees far apart. I'm moving up and down a few times just to kind of ease my lower back into position. You can do that as well, or you can just melt right in depending on how you're feeling right now. So once you start to feel settled, find your child's pose, and we're staying in child's pose for some time. I encourage you to keep your arms in front of you on the mat with your palms facing down. And again, we're working these 2 meridians today. That's our focus. So keeping the arms like this will help these 2 meridians to open up and release and find flow. So you're probably feeling pretty juicy right now. We're gonna open up a little bit more to the side. So I want you to start, just take one arm over to the side and then take the opposite arm and cross it over. Keep your head between your arms. And then breathe into the side of your body and really open up all the way from your hip to your little finger. Probably obvious to you that we need to do this to the other side. So when you're ready, cross your arms over to the opposite side. Keep your head between your arms and breathe into the side of your body. Try to breathe into all those little muscles between your ribs. So really blow yourself up like you've got a balloon inside of your chest. Use your lung to open. You come back towards the center and then see if you slowly make your way onto your belly. We're going to do reclining goddess prayer pose. So you're going to lay on your belly, you're going to bring your elbows in front of you, palms together, and then you're going to let your thumbs find the back of your neck. If you can kind of inch your elbows a little bit further forward so that you can feel the opening all the way into your armpits. We're slowly going to start to come out of the reclining goddess prayer pose. So when you're ready, start to lift your arms, take it nice and slow. And see if you just stretch yourself out, do whatever you want. If you need to rub your nose like me or whatever feels just right, maybe you need to shake your arms. We're now going to turn our hands into fists. And we're going to put both our fists right between our hip bones. This is to give your large intestine more stimulation and more of a massage. You might feel quite armored here. You might feel like your muscles are quite hard. That's okay. See if you can breathe down into your lower belly and just slowly, slowly allow yourself to find more and more relaxation. So you're letting yourself melt onto your fists. Or letting your fists melt into you, whichever feels better. I know sometimes I've said in classes, imagine a big fat sumo comes and sits on your back, so that you kind of get a little bit of extra help to release down. But really don't force yourself. Nothing should hurt. There should be no sharp stabbing, burning kinds of pain. If you have a little bit of a mild dull ache here, that's absolutely fine. See if you can just practice with your breath to relax into it and open. So hopefully you're feeling like your hands are really helping you release this tension, and that your lower belly is a lot more open and soft now, and that you can breathe even better. So when you're ready, slowly, maybe you want to just bring your toes to the floor, lift your legs slightly, and then take your hands out. Place your hands palm facing down on either side of you. You might want to turn your head the other side just to let your neck get soft, and let yourself just slowly feel into the effect of this position. Feel the effect of releasing that armored tension in your lower belly. And we're coming up to our last position now before we go into final rest. So when you're ready, slowly start to make your way up a little bit. Just lift your upper body off the floor, and then we're going to cross our arms. So we're going to have one arm going to the left and the other arm going to the right, and you're going to rest on top. So I just did this and then realized that my head was kind of hanging off the edge. So I'm actually going to use my block. You may use your pillow. what we want to do is come in at a level where it's like it's okay, because you're going to be here for a while, so you don't want to push yourself so hard in the beginning that this becomes suffering for you. You want to be right on your edge where you can stay relaxed and feel that things are really happening and releasing, but it's not so uncomfortable that you're creating more tension while you're here. So again, just focusing in on your breathing and allowing yourself to be where you are, and any stuff that's going on in your arms and in your shoulders and your upper back, you're willing and ready to surrender and let it go. We're going to do exactly the same thing but on the other side, so just ease yourself out of the position and then uncross your arms and cross them the opposite way, so the opposite arm is on the bottom and the opposite arm is on the top. And again, just letting yourself rest and release. Okay, and it's time to make your way out. So see if you very, very, very slowly just think about it for a second and then slowly start to raise yourself off the floor. See if you bring your elbows down so that they're right below your shoulders. Suck your belly button in and just bring your heart forward just to release any tension in your upper back. So we're opening that up as this last little breath. And then lift your elbows and bring them back down. Lift your elbows, bring them back down. Lift your elbows and stay here and open your heart. Open your heart. Beautiful cobra. Give yourself another 2 or 3 breaths. And then slowly release. We're going to make our way over to lying on our back now. So just find your way over Hopefully you're feeling less like a rigid piece of metal and more like a soft core, a bit like the the mega hot ball of iron at the center of our planet. Maybe you feel like that, like this soft, hot metal. So find a position that's comfortable for you. I'm laying down with my arms open and my feet together and my knees wide in a reclining butterfly for a couple of breaths. But you can go straight into Shavasana if you like. And just really allow yourself to relax. I'm now bringing my arms over my head and releasing my legs to straight, but keeping my legs really wide, because that feels really good to open. And I'm going to do this for another few breaths, and then I'm going to just find my Shavasana, find my relaxation pose. And now let's practice just releasing our brain waves into a lower frequency. See if you can find Theta, or possibly even a harmonious delta wave pattern today. We'll be here for a couple of minutes now. And we're going to start to just come out of it, so give yourself a little hello to your body. Feel your hands and your feet, feel your fingers and your toes. You might want to start with little movements of your big toes only, or maybe your fingers. When you feel ready, you can bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. Maybe bring one hand to your lung and one hand to your large intestine, and take a few breaths just being where you are, grounded and connected. And then when you're ready, you can roll over to your right side and then slowly make your way up to a seated position. And we'll end the session here. If you bring your hands to your heart, bow your head to your heart, and thank yourself for bringing your full presence to the mat and for practicing with stillness, calm, and inner peace. Thank you so much. Namaste.